What's up everyone, Rossi, the guy with the eye here. Just wanted to give you two quick stories of the day before we get to serious videos. But we have the first leak and the first hands-on look of the Samyang 35mm f2.8 autofocusing lens. Now, this is a bit promising because these Bauer, Samyang, Rokinon lenses were pretty much all manual before, and that's what deterred a lot of people, but they were super affordable. The push has now been to become autofocus, and now there is a new version that is being shown at a Korean Photography Expo. It's a popular one over there, and this is what we're seeing right here. If you try and look up the pricing, you don't really get anything official. It hasn't been announced internationally yet, but from what you try and decode and everything like that, it could be around $400 to $450 US. Now, this is interesting because there is a lens that Zeiss and Sony makes, which is $800 for the same kind of thing. And if you kind of look from the side right here, it looks a little alike, and it's just more of a pancake lens. But I feel like that's interesting because some of these lenses actually have pretty good image quality coming out of them. I wouldn't say they're like video lenses necessarily, but a lot of people love like the Rokinon 14mm because for astrophotography, for the price, and it actually looks pretty good and it's kind of sharp. So just something to bring up. This isn't, I guess, an international release yet. They're showing this off at this Photography Expo, but well, there you go. And it's supposed to apparently have the same functionality as the 50mm that came out, which was known to be a little bit slow autofocusing wise, but yet again, it was a fraction of the price. So there you go. That could be a big thing. The other thing I want to talk about and comment on was the Canon 5D Mark IV log upgrade that Canon's announcing essentially for NAB. And we've been hearing a lot about this over the past 2 months or so, that you were going to get no crop on your 4K video, that you're going to get C-Log and a couple other things, and it turns out that there's just one of those, and it is that you're going to get C-Log, but you have to send your camera to get upgraded or repaired, some sites called it, to Canon, and you have to pay them $99 to get C-Log. Now, you are already paying $3,400 for this camera, $3,400 or $3,500 for this camera, and it failed for a lot of people in regards to some of the things that it should have had. The 4K video came in a horrible codec that not a lot of professionals use, and this is in their full frame camera, so it was almost like the 4K was pointless, and then you got to crop off of that as it is. So this to me is a freaking joke. The fact that you're paying all this money, they didn't necessarily give what people wanted, and then they're saying, hey, you're going to be without your camera. I think this starts in July, where you're going to have to either send out your camera or go to a Canon authorized shop, and they will do this $99 hardware upgrade to give you C-Log. Once again, I think this is a complete joke. I think it's a Canon slap to the face to its users who upgraded and kind of promised some things and just failed for a lot of people. Be it the 5D Mark IV is still a very, very good camera. It's just Canon's just flipping you the bird because they don't care. Canon doesn't give a crap about you. Sony interestingly made the move about the A9. It's $1,000 more. They also left off some things, but they concentrated on that as being more of a stills camera. But they listen to a lot of things, and Nikon and Canon are continually not giving a crap about their audience. And this shows it. The fact that you have to pay another $99 after you spent $3,500, $3,400 is malarkey. What do you think? Is this a big deal? Is it not? I don't know. Let me know about that, especially if you own the Canon 5D Mark IV. And do you think that this is kind of cool? The Samyang 35mm could run between $350 to $450 instead of paying something like this for $800. Image quality probably wouldn't be the best, but there you go. Two news stories, Samyang, 5D Mark IV not caring about you. What are your thoughts? Let me know down below.